Hello, everybody. And today's talk is about the ethics of using technology in business, specifically spiritual businesses. Well, here we are again.
Hello.
Bright, smiley, depressed Marc and Devi.
Oh, yes. We're still here.
Why would we be depressed? Well, we're going to talk about two different aspects of using technology in your business today. Oh, and don't shout at me, I'm a medium, I'm not a business.
If you're a medium, you run your own business.
Well, not necessarily. I mean, you might be a church medium and not take any income. You know, there are people out there that just do it to help people. So
not many in the US, but yes.
Let's not get into the debate of whether you're a business or not. Let's just assume, especially since we train people as professional mediums to basically earn an income, that you're a business. So we're going to look at really two different aspects in our second chat about technology and AI. First off, actually using AI and various bits of technology in your business. Now, that's just a general business consultant, because I do a lot of consultancy, you know, telling you how to save costs and what you can use the technology for. Then we're going to do something fairly nasty. We're going to show you how somebody could be using AI to actually cheat.
Absolutely, they could cheat using AI.
Yeah. We did a little bit of it. We did a little experiment earlier, before we came online. I typed Devi Wolf and the city that she lives in into ChatGPT. Now, not Google. You could do this on Google, but it wouldn't be as effective. I'll read out. I'm not going to read out the whole thing because it came back with an A4 summary in terms of her life story, but it gave you enough that if I was doing a psychic reading. Now, Devi, let me just tell you about yourself.
Okay.
And very convincing. So, I mean, I'm sitting here with four screens in front of me. I could very easily have one of those with ChatGPT up, doing a psychic reading of Devi and just typing away. But anyway, we'll do that for fun later. Okay. Using technology. So, Devi, how do you use technology at all?
Of course. I don't know anybody in this day. There's very few people in this day and age that don't.
Yeah, but we're not talking about having a mobile phone. We're talking about
computing and doing things on the computer, yes.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, our entire business is run on technology. You're in Tennessee, I'm in Scotland. Mm-hmm. My phone system, I'm not here to talk about my phone system, but it's all tablet-based, fairly high-tech. I'm sitting on a camera. I'm using my digital camera that's basically it's got studio capabilities. I mean, you used it yourself.
Yeah, it's amazing. Little thing too. It's about that big.
Yeah, and sort of like the camera head tracks me using sort of focuses, and it's called a gimbal. It really is quite cute. I mean, it's not just cute. It really raises the quality of the videos you take. So, for example, there's two videos going live on my webpage over the next few days. One of them's already on YouTube. The next one I'm working on, it's one of the events we did in, where is it, East Aurora, Western New York State, where I was working on the church. And anyway, I'm editing that now, and I'm using an app online to do so. So, all technology. So, how would you use that to cheat? Well, let's just pretend I'm giving you a reading. So, Devi, how much are you going to pay me for the reading?
Oh, I'll give you $25.
Oh, come on. $250?
Right. No, okay, $1.
Oh, come on. I'm not giving you a reading for $1. I mean,
okay,
come on.
Okay. $50.
50? That'll get you 5 minutes.
That's fine.
I'm a high quality, expensive medium. I demand $500.
You got $100.
Okay, and of course it's payable in advance. I mean, there's no
right,
refunds.
Okay. Here you go.
Okay. Now, again, just touching on technology, I take bookings in advance, so does Devi. And we basically, because I've had too many people don't turn up for the reading. I mean, for example, we were supposed to be interviewing somebody today online, and he never turned up. Now, if somebody is booking me online, I demand they pay me in advance. That way I know they're going to turn up. And there's umpteen bits of technology you can use to do that. But we ain't here to talk about that. So this was not done on Google. This was done on ChatGPT. Let's just imagine Devi comes, I get her name, she tells me where she lives, and I type that in on my second screen. So Devi, I can tell you you're a spiritual medium based living in Ashland City. Now, I didn't actually know that. You only told me that you lived in Tennessee. You do spiritual counseling. You've been communicating with spirit since a very young age, and you've developed your abilities over time. So, Devi, tell me, does that match what you do for a living?
Yeah, it certainly does.
Well, let me see what else I can read from you, Devi.
Okay.
Apparently, you're the chief executive officer of a business called Marc Stuart Medium. It's a training business. You do online readings. You provide evidence of life after death. Now, just be clear, it's you I'm reading. I'm not giving any evidence of spirit here. You specialize in mediumship readings. Oh, you do something called bone readings. Debbie, tell me about your bone readings.
Yes. And all of that was on my website.
Yeah, but Debbie, I mean, I didn't know who you were. You only just appeared. You're also, apparently, you're an ordained minister in the Universal Life Church.
Actually, I'm ordained in a different church, but that's okay.
Okay, you do alternate weddings, including pagan, something called a hand fasting.
Yes.
You do LBQTQIA ceremonies. You offer house blessings, cleansings, and spiritual healing.
Yes.
Let me just see what else I can pick up. You've received something called Scottish mediumship training.
Yes, I have.
And apparently, I'm being told you were recently in Western New York.
I was, yes.
And apparently, you didn't go to Toronto.
No, I did not. And yes, by this time, it's obvious that you've read my website and looked me up. So, yeah.
Well, no, Devi, I didn't know your name until you appeared here 5 minutes ago. So
yes, but you're sitting in front of a computer, and you could be Googling me or looking me up.
Devi, we're role playing here.
No, I don't trust you anymore.
Okay, but you see what we're doing, folks. If you're getting a reading from somebody online, okay, that was all pretty specific. But Debbie's absolutely right. I mean, she's on about 4 or 5 different websites for the business. She's got her own personal website. The point being that information is all accessible at the touch of a keyboard. It took me 10 seconds to get all of that, or rather, let me rephrase that. It took ChatGPT 10 seconds to get all of that.
Yep.
Now, I would disagree with Devi about the using Google, because if you use Google, that's going to bring up the websites. You're then going to have to click into the website and look at it. The advantage of ChatGPT, if you're cheating, is that it all comes in a nice readable essay or whatever formats you tell it to put it in.
And so now you're teaching people how to cheat. And the best way to cheat.
Yeah.
Do that. That's not ethical, and that's kind of what we're talking about here.
Absolutely.
Absolutely not something you should do.
Absolutely. The whole point of this video is to show you how easy it's to do it, not to tell you to do it. So that kind of raises 2 questions. If you're going to somebody to get a reading, how do you make sure that the guy's honest? And we've got somebody called Patrick saying hi. So hello, Pat. Hello, Patrick. Would you like a reading, Patrick? If so, just type a quick yes. And I promise I won't use ChatGPT to look you up. But folks, getting back to the talk, I think there's a slight difference here. What we're talking about is a psychic reading versus a spiritual reading. Okay, Patrick, I'm going to send you a link. So click that link and join us and we will give you a reading. Bear with me for 2 seconds. Now, to get this, you are going to be live, so make sure you're not doing anything you wouldn't like the world to see. So I've just posted the link. Click that. You will need a camera and a microphone. So as soon as you log on, we will open up and give you a reading. Now, actually, this is quite good because we can give a spiritual reading and show what you should be looking for. Okay, Patrick. Sorry, Patrick's in bed. Okay, sorry, chat. Sorry, guy. We only do the readings when we can see you, so that we know if we're getting it right, and you can slap us across the face if we get it wrong.
Yeah, it's too hard to do it without seeing anyone.
Yeah, we're not like these. You'll come across them constantly. One person sitting doing reading after reading, but the only feedback you're getting from the person getting the reading is what they publish. So if the person's saying no, you're not seeing that. And to be honest, you fall asleep after about 5 seconds when you're watching it. So getting back to what we were talking about. It's a little bit different if you're doing a spiritual reading, because the evidence, and again, if you're doing psychic, the evidence should be things that are very personal, that are not accessible. So, for example, if you're you can argue that you could go on Ancestry.com and figure out who Granddaddy was and what the name is, but you're not going to get details of what their medical condition was like when they died, memories from childhood. And obviously, the further back you're going with the reading, the harder it is to cheat. So, got another 2 people joining us. If anybody would like a reading, just click on that link and you'll appear. But you will be on video and you will be broadcasting to the big bad world. And one person's going running and hiding.
No!
I promise I do bite constantly. So, getting back to the main topic, ethics. Should people protect themselves? So, for example, I've got a VPN that I use on all my machines. Now, it's not going to protect you from information that's public. But, for example, if a scammer, there is actually a story about a medium in Europe. I can't remember the name, but I don't even know if she was real, to be honest. But she was based in France. We're going back about 5-6 years. And she was doing more than just getting readings. She was sending out mass emails. It was a version of the African Nigeria, send me $50 and I'll open up the bank account and send you $10 million and you give me 50% of it. It was a version of that. It was a contract, and it was on an industrial scale. These days, technology makes that a lot easier. For example, in the last 48 hours, I have been contacted 8 times by recruitment agents who want to know if I want to earn £100 an hour, and if I just start talking to them, contract after contract after contract.
Yes. I get them in texts or messages on Telegram or WhatsApp.
Yeah, that's on Telegram. The point is, though, if you're doing mediumship or if you're getting readings as a medium, it is so easy now with technology just to get the information. We're assuming that you're doing it online. Think about it when I said that you had to pay me in advance. Okay, so you're in America, you book me. At the very minimum, I know your telephone number, your email address, your PayPal account, and your name, because you've got to give me all of that. Unless, of course, you put in a false name and a false email address, so you could do that to protect yourself. But with that information, I could go online. There's about 6, even if I just go on a credit check. A simple website like that, I can run a credit check. Devi, I could run a credit check on you for $10. It's going to tell me who your bankers are, who your mortgage is, what your address is, X, Y, Z. And there are umpteen websites like that know absolutely everything about your financial life. I don't need to be sitting here giving you your bank account number. I could just be sitting here saying, you're in financial difficulties at the moment. I feel that you're having difficulty paying your bills. Now, I could pick that up. I'm not saying you are, but if you were, I could scan that through from your credit file.
My credit file, absolutely.
So, I mean,
but I do pay my bills. So
yeah. I mean, coming back to the ethics, how do we as mediums tell people that we're honest? How do we get people to trust us? I suppose is the question.
In person, I've not had a problem, but online, it becomes how well do they know you, and what kind of references do you have, and what kind of reviews do you have, and things like that.
Yeah, Patrick's saying it's a dangerous world. Couldn't agree more. Now, you see, there I am just demonstrating what I mean by why we don't give readings unless the person is online and live.
Right.
I just basically put up a comment that you just made, Patrick. Now that's it hidden. Now let's just say that we were giving you a reading while you're lying in bed, as you say, and you say no. Do I show that? Now, if I show that, you trust me. So that comes back to what we were talking about. But if I don't want to make it look as though I've got something wrong, I don't show it. I say something else and you say yes. So by selectively choosing what you show, as opposed to showing everything, are you being fraudulent? What do you think, Devi?
I think you are, yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So do I. Which comes back to what we were saying about building trust. That's our way of building trust, because if we're giving you a reading, we want to see you on the screen. We want the people to see you on the screen. We're doing it live so that if we get it wrong, fine. We don't always get it right. I mean, no medium gets it right all the time. Why would you get it wrong? How would you get it wrong? Well, you get evidence from the spirit. You have to interpret it. It might be something metaphor. Might be something. Sorry, my dyslexia is kicking in, Devi. What am I trying to say?
I don't know.
Symbolic. There you go. I need a brain chip. Anybody knows technology to give me a brain chip, please let me know.
Right. Actually, I think Elon Musk is working on that. So, no, thank you. No, thank you.
No politics. No politics tonight, Devi.
I didn't say politics. I just said he was working on a brain chip. I don't want one of those either.
Yeah, but finishing up what I was saying, yeah, I absolutely agree with Devi. If you only show the bits that are good for you, by omission, you're being fraudulent. Whereas if you show it all, or if you've got the person sitting in front of you, lively saying yes, no, yes, no. So, as I was saying, you get something that's symbolic. You have to work out what it means for the sitter. You have to, I mean, it could be something as crazy as you get a green banana. Now, obviously, that means the banana's not ready to eat. That could be symbolic. There could be something going on in the person's life that isn't quite ready yet, and it's going to be a delicious banana when it is ready. Or it could be a memory from childhood. So yes, you say, I've got a banana, it's slightly green, it's not yellow. Does that mean anything to you? Now, if they come back and say, absolutely, yes. I've been to the shops today, I've bought a dozen bananas, which I'm taking to my mother tomorrow. And you say, stop, don't feed the medium. Take a banana, yes, but don't feed me any more information.
But they're not ripe yet, so do you really want that banana?
Devi, don't be too specific.
Sorry, I sometimes get that way.
Okay, so it's 10 to, we're almost running out of time. A little bit of background. Devi and I do these chats on Wednesday and Sunday. Sunday UK time is 8:30. So that would be Eastern time, half past 3.
Half past 4 Eastern.
Sorry, half
past 4 Eastern, 3:30. No, that's wait. Yes, 4 Eastern. 5 Eastern, 4 Central.
No. That's Wednesday. Sunday we start at 9 p.m.
Oh, we're talking about Sunday. Okay, so that's
yes.
3 o'clock Central, 4 o'clock Eastern, and work back.
No. That's the circle. Excuse me while I put a psychic hand across to Tennessee and hit my co-medium.
I don't even know what you're talking about. So hey.
Right. Okay. So back to basics. We do 2 of these a week. Wednesday, we start 25 minutes ago. So whatever your local time is, work that out. Sunday, we do it a wee bit earlier. It's 8:30 UK time, which is 3:30 Eastern Standard Time, 2:30 Central Standard Time. You see what I'm doing? I'm deducting an hour.
Yeah.
We finish probably about 5 to the hour because we run a circle on the hour. Now, if anybody is watching us and would like to come to the circle, you're more than welcome. You can either, if you look at the banner that we've got at the bottom, if you go to that website, there's a form there that you can register, and then we'll send you the link for the next circle, or tell us here and we'll put the link in the chat, or send an email to marc@marcstuartmedium.com. Obviously, don't do it while we're sitting chatting. You can do, but we pretty much log off and log straight on. We run a training company where we train people to be professional mediums, but we've got a nice expression, try before you buy. Yes, there's lots of circles out there that you can go and sit in free. Our circle includes basically 15 hours on top of the circle. You'll be doing about 15 hours of video work, textbook work on top of, and we try to take people from a standing start all the way to professional mediumship status, complete with website, complete with ability to charge people, and we do include a full ethics course in what we're doing.
Of course.
Okay, folks. So if anybody's got any questions, type them. Or does anybody think anything about mediumship that you'd like to be talking about?
Anybody have anything? You've got 3 minutes left.
Not quite. It's only 22:52. Now, the next chat we're doing.
Well, yes, you said we stopped at 5.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. She's got this habit of picking up.
He doesn't know what he's saying either. So yeah.
Be warned, we've got this sense of humor in the circle, and that comes across in our readings as well. Oh, so if you want a nice, placid, everything, we're going to slap you across the face if you need slapped across the face in the reading, and we're not joking. Next talk on Sunday is the third one. We're doing 3 on AI. The last one was sort of like a talk about AI and what's happening with it and why mediumship is one of the few businesses that AI will never be able to do. This one is about the ethics of using technology and AI. And the one on Sunday is about synchronicity and how you can encounter synchronicity.
Yes.
So, folks,
great for that.
I think that's about it. Patrick, I look forward to you being up next time for a reading.
And thanks for joining us.
Sunday or Wednesday. Anybody else wants to join us? If you want a reading, you've got literally 2-3 minutes to get one. So you would need to click on that link now. I'm going to count backwards from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's your last chance. And just a wee quick message there from Patrick. Thank you very much, and take care of yourself as well. It's been a pleasure. Like some of the comments you made that I didn't publish, by the way. Yes. Okay, everybody. So it's been a pleasure. We will be back on Sunday. If anybody would like to join us for the circle, go to Scott Spirit Raining. It's not a double T, it's raining. There is a reason for it, because it always rains in Scotland. When we disappear from video, you'll notice, let me just remove, we have a Scottish flag. That's because I'm in Scotland, as you can tell from the accent, and we teach Scottish-style mediumship.
Right.
So as per usual, it's been a pleasure. See you all on Sunday.
Have a wonderful evening, and hope to see you on Sunday.
And if anybody wants to immigrate to Scotland for any reasons that happened on Monday, I do offer a professional service of... I said I was going to be non-political. I'm not going any further.
Me?
Okay, folks.
Okay.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.